All right, folks, let us go ahead and get our first match of our semifinals underway. We will count them down, then we'll tell you all about these players. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Thanks to K9 Watching Tetris for giving out 50 subs to our Twitch community. And here again with the 3, 2, 1 countdown bits. Thanks to Scott is my name with the Prime sub. Really appreciate that. If you want to contribute to the prize pool, we're already up to, what are we up to? $2,260. Thank you so much to everybody who contributed, both Twitch, YouTube, and otherwise. I don't know where else, wherever else you would find this stuff and you contributed. Thank you for doing that. And yeah, so there you go. We are underway. Blue Scuti, of course, you know. Now I will stop teasing you about CTWC. CTWC is done. Everything's uploaded. So if you haven't watched it, or well, don't watch this. But anyway, Blue Scuti, of course, top 4 finisher in the 2023 Classic Tetris World Championship semifinals. Pixel Andy, of course, you are runner-up in 2020 and also finished in top 8 subsequent year. Is that right? God, I'm getting so crusty and old. I don't remember. Scuti's going to take the first burn of the game for either side. Scuti now the world record score holder. Now, okay, well here, well, all right. I will admit to you, I was traveling for the holiday, but when I left for holiday, Scuti had the world record for score, overall score in Classic Tetris game. Now, who knows? That could have changed, but when I left for my holiday travel, that was the case. What's up, Martz? Darth Bunny, Roman is awesome is here. But just set that record, I guess, what, 2 weeks ago now. I don't even know. Was it 2 weeks, 10 days, something like that? Kind of trading it back and forth with Fractal, who we will see later. Kingsman6999 with the follow on Twitch. Martz has given out 5 subs to the Classic Tetris Monthly community. Thank you so much, Martz. Amazing. 275 here for Pixel Andy, 282 for Blue Scuti. And this whole semifinals should be quite the banger. Blue Scuti, Pixel Andy, then Fractal and Alex T. I think it is the most stacked semis that we have ever had. Thank you so much, Martz, for those 5 subs to the Classic Tetris community. I can't read them all out loud, but thank you. Please give us a follow on YouTube. Go to Monthly Tetris on YouTube and give us a follow. Would love to get to 10,000 subscribers sometime in early January. We're just a few hundred away from that. And then, you know, once you get to 10,000, then we can set our sights on 10xing it. Thanks to everybody throughout this year who has helped to drive our success. All I want is to bring the joy of classic Tetris to the world. And you do that by having regular events every single month, a whole year-long scene to get excited about. And that is what our mission here is at Classic Tetris Monthly. 448 Blue Scuti, 470 Pixel Andy. Melvin says, is this live or recorded? It is live. Santa Hater is correct. It is live. Blue Scuti, also the first player ever to, and this is just again, during that, what, 10 days ago, roughly, less than 2 weeks. The first player ever to achieve the color crash or the color glitch or whatever on NTSC. And of course, the first player to do it on any NES game. Fractal will be playing in the next match. We do have a possibility. They were mired in quite the battle earlier in the month to get that glitched colors and the score world record. And it would be, I mean, it would be amazing. There's a possibility of them both being in the finals against each other. That would be just amazingly poetic. 609 Alex T, 119 lines, 539 Blue Scuti. Startup A has gifted a gift sub to the Classic Tetris Monthly community. Thank you so much, Startup A, for all your support throughout the years. You know, I didn't make a really big deal of it, but it's actually the 6th anniversary of Classic Tetris Monthly. Started in December of 2017, and it is now, just in a couple of days, 2024. Tetris Pixel Andy 703 here early in 19. 570 for Blue Scuti. Ninja of Ninjas says, since Blue Scuti has new world records, does that mean Eric needs to update his world record progression video? I don't know that he's going to do that. I don't know if he's in the business of updating that video. I think maybe he's done. I don't know. That was my impression, that he's just, okay, this is it. And he's going to take that skim to uncover the right side here on level 20. He's at 758, waiting on the long bar. And take another double here and another double. Gets a long bar over Tetris. Blue Scuti in the center well. And you will see Blue Scuti play flexible well, play elevated well. Just really just go where the Tetris is taken. He's not afraid to be aggressive. We do have a level 39 super kill screen this month, which is kind of become our standard format. Let's see. Oh, we had a $1.99 super chat, by the way. I think I missed that. It says Alex T will have a happy tantrum if he wins. Good luck from Arm. Thank you, Arm, for the super chat on YouTube. 859 Pixel Andy 810 Blue Scuti. And Scuti is set up for a center well, middle well Tetris, whatever. Column 4 needs to uncover. Would love a quick bar here. Trying to keep that well open. Gets a long bar in. Bang, Tetris. Blue Scuti 847. Pixel Andy, I don't know if this rises to the level of a situation, but whatever the circumstances were, are now resolved, and Andy is open and has Tetris. 957 Pixel Andy, and there is another Tetris Andy Blue Scuti. There's a couple of gaps in the stack, and kind of an inconvenient J in the middle of the stack. Oh, Andy's going to nail that T-spin in the middle of the stack. 995. There's a long bar over Tetris. Pixel Andy with the max out. 835. We're on level 27. He's up about 130,000 points now. Just 100,000 points over Blue Scuti. Scuti setting up in that center well. Of course, you will see the speed increase here on level 29. And there it is for Blue Scuti, 978 into 29. Formerly known as the kill screen, and I guess still known as that, but that's more ceremonial than real. Players can now play past level 29. We have instituted kind of a real kill screen real at level 39, so there'll be one more speed increase. Tetris for Blue Scuti here on level 30, A65. Pixel Andy, B41. Let's see what Scuti's going to do here. He's setting up in column 9, but he's going to have to take this down with a triple. Andy, yeah, he's going to take down a triple as well. You'll see players kind of, you know, open up that Tetris possibility, but duck out of it real quick. You do not want to sell out your stack in this format. There is a Tetris for Blue Scuti. B37, he's back by About 71,000 points Tetris for Andy. C52 B82 Tetris for Blue Scuti. So Andy just needs to hang on to this lead. Scuti might have to push the aggression a little bit. We're going to have basically level 39 will be another speed increase, and that will be unsurvivable by these players. I can talk today. There's the D for Pixel Andy. That is 1.3 million points. A is a million, and then it goes up from there. Andy actually setting up aggressive there. He's going to take a triple and another one. And maybe not that. Oh, boy. Andy having to survive here. Scuti in the lead, D50. And Scuti, Andy is scrambling. Oh, no, that left side is going to be cut off for Pixel Andy. He knows he can't get a piece over there. So he is going to top out. And Scuti really just behind the entire time in the waning levels of this game takes the lead. Andy tops out, and Scuti is good in game number 1. GG's. All right, we got 2 players who are ready. It is game 2. Let's go ahead and get them underway. Blue Scuti and Pixel Andy. Scuti up 1-0 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Scuti up a game to none over Pixel Andy. Let's go. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Winterra with the $9.69 contribution to get the prize pool up to $2,269.69. Oh, you scamp. Kont Nyark says, is emulator still permitted? Been practicing my butterfly rolling technique. Well, yes, but I don't know how much longer it will be permitted here in Masters. We have not really had an emulator player play for a long time in Masters, and at this point, with these prize pools, I think that we'll probably insist on, you know, some console, whether the original or a clone console, probably going forward. But in the lower tournaments, I think emulator is good because these are entryways into the classic Tetris community, and we want that to be as accessible as possible. So once you get to Masters caliber, then it's time really to get the right equipment. I think that is a reasonable stance on my part. 125 for Blue Scuti, 122 for Pixel Andy. Tetris for Andy, 145, 128 for Scuti. David Olson on YouTube says, first time I managed to see this live. Love the Tetris community. Well, I do too. And glad you are here. Hopefully you enjoy it. You are enjoying it. There you go. Language. I can do this. 168 for Andy, 135 for Blue Scuti. You know, after all the you know, whatever, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, the chase between Scuti and Fractal, seeing these post rollover scores, and then watching the AI battle on Classic Tetris last night, Tetris Friendly's Revolution, which by the way used to be on Monthly Tetris, but I guess we're just too small now. We're not big time enough for Kingsmen. But now when I see 223, I think they've already rolled over. I see 187. It's like, oh, they actually have 1.787. No, there's actually 187,000, right? 232 here for Blue Scuti, 271 for Pixel Andy. No, Zero Chance says more chicken sandwich and baseball talk. Sud says, Keith, in the 0.01% chance I have a kid, can I name it your first or last name? God, would you really want to do that? But sure, yes. I'll fly out for the, but if there's a ceremony involved, I will fly out. 362 Pixel Andy, 350 for Blue Scuti. DBYGO says, I rarely get the chance to watch this live. Good to be here. Sup, Vandy? Yeah, sup with you. Glad you are here. 374 for Blue Scuti Pixel Andy at 432. Let me go ahead and check the match arena there because I saw an alert out of the corner of my eye. And I want to tell you who it is, and I want to thank them. That is going to be Scott. And it's a different Scott, not the same Scott. There's a last name here. I'm not going to say it out loud, but Scott, thank you so much for the $50 contribution to the prize pool. That is not the same Scott we call out all the time. It's a different Scott. So this Scott, number 2 on the all-time Scott contribution leaderboard. It's a good place to be. $464 Pixel Andy, 445 Blue Scuti. Yeah, Mari, are you here? Yeah, Mari, are you in front of a computer? 509 transition here for Blue Scuti, 535 Pixel Andy. Wait, we're streaming on TikTok? Is that true? Wait, we're streaming on TikTok? I didn't even know that. Is that allowed? Oh no, Blue Scuti gonna cut off the right side. Can't get a piece over. That's gonna be a top out for Scuti. Andy was in a little bit of traffic here with that same piece sequence, but Blue Scuti was much higher up on the board, like a little bit more aggressive. That's gonna be a top out for Scuti, and Andy is good. We were tied up. All right, both players are ready. What was once a best of 5, now a best of 3 between Blue Scuti and Pixel Andy. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Vicious Rhubarb says hair is overrated. Yeah, that's what I said when I was younger and I knew what fate lay before me. Our prize pull up to $2,333.69. That's just a cope, Rhubarb. That is just a cope. All right, each player has a Tetris now. And there's another one for each. Jan Kyer Turkeller, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, says thanks for the monthly effort or daily effort, whatever. It's well past midnight here in Belgium, but it's worth it. Great to see the live version on YouTube. Tetris kinda rocks. Yeah, I agree. Adam Verbis with the sub on Twitch. Thank you so much, Adam. And if you want to support us on YouTube, you can do so through super chats. We will have, I promise, channel memberships and all that other stuff for January. I have kind of a list of New Year's resolutions for Classic Tetris Monthly that I'm working on, and maybe I'll share them with you on an impromptu stream or something in the next couple of days. There is a nice Tetris for Pixel Andy to uncover that right side. 143. Bro taking a big breath. Oh, nice S-spin for Pixel Andy. YouTube Dave says, what dictates the size of the prize pool? And yeah, Tom J has got it right. It's contributed by you, the fans. So this gets basically as big as you want it to. Pixel Andy with the spin tuck to set up the T-tuck on the right side after maybe a questionable overhang setup, but whatever. It's Pixel Andy, champion caliber player, no problem. 219,000 Pixelandy 182 for young blue Scuti. Oh, is the music super quiet? All right, well, I have to balance. I brought my voice down 2 dB, so I brought the music down maybe a little bit too much. All right, I'll bring it up a little bit. 243 blue Scuti, 290 for Pixelandy. Tetris Scuti 267. Very important game 3. Much better to be up 2 games to 1 than down 2 games to 1. Always a pivotal game. Game 3 when it's tied. Of course, I guess it's kind of pivotal when it's not tied. Really, every game. Super important. Not a lot of room for error. You just cannot give away games here in 2023. 384 Pixelandy, 339 blue Scuti. While we're here on level 18, say hello to some people in chat. Stanislaw, Darth Bunny, Gilded Lizard, Galaxy Biscuit, Valerie, Suds, Grandmaster Ubero, Barrett, talking about upper deckers. Mari. that is some lore. Like Trey's never gonna live that down. Tetris Scuti 433, Cookie Monster, Adam Verbus, Richard Wolf, welcome. Vicious Rhubarb. Cole Bucket is here. Hana is here. Welcome. Sacco and Vanzetti. Oh my god. Anarchists in the chat. Dan V, welcome everybody. Player 425618. Bronze Sword is here. Bobbert Jones, Queese. As Vandy knows, DB is non-linear. That is correct. It's whatever that other word is. Exponential. 530 here for Pixelandy. Logarithmic. There you go. That was a philosophy maker. I don't know. Logarithms. Okay. I did better on my verbal SAT than my math SAT, which almost no one does. Or at least back in my day. Almost everybody did better on math than the verbal side. Blue Scuti trying to keep that well open in column 4. Oh, all right. Bronze Sword saying I was kind of right. Partial credit. And on YouTube, we'll say hello to you during the next game. 6:15 for Pixelandy. So the best way to get your shout out is to start chatting. And that's how I know who's here. All right, Blue Scuti going to get that Tetris down there in column 4. Kind of still there in column 4. Not sure if he wants to stay there or not, but all right. It's like he's going to... What's he going to do here? No, he's going to go... No, he was going to try to maybe set up center well, but ends up taking that double to transfer the well over to the right side. Blue Scuti 601, 734 Andy. So Andy's got about a 134,000 point lead. Harpreet Gill says, did peanut butter taste better back in the day? I think everything did. But, you know, obviously not true. Things are way better now than they were in the past. Don't let the doomers get you down. 834 Pixelandy, 724 Blue Scuti. Believe it or not, you are living in the best time in history. 865 Pixel Andy, 782 Blue Scuti. Ghost Peter says, why do they wear a glove? Yeah, so they are using a technique called rolling, which means kind of drumming the fingers along the back of the controller to drive the controller up into another finger on the other hand. And it helps to wear a glove or maybe like a lotion or something like that to reduce friction so the finger doesn't get all caught up on the back. So just to add some consistency. That left side, a little bit troubling for Scuti. He's going to bring it down a couple of lines here, but needs something to chuck over there. And now he's a bit dependent. Gets a long bar in for the triple. So that's going to... Oh, no. Adjusted his glasses, and then that square. This is going to be a top out for Scuti. He's going to top out 837. And Pixel Andy is good at 842. Time for contact, Scuti. Or get one of those things for the back of your eyeglasses. Headphones won't stay in. Yeah, you gotta get a headband, I guess. Something. Just saran wrap that head. Andy is up 2-1 over Blue Scuti. Let's get him counted down. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, YouTube. Now they're here on level 18. Time to give you a shout out. YouTube Dave, welcome. Kevin Azizi. Tom J. Europe is becoming dictatorship union. Welcome to YouTube CTM. Science evolves one funeral at a time. Welcome. That is his screen name. These are both screen names. Santa Hater. Why would you hate Santa? Why is your name Santa Hater? What the heck? Marcel. Welcome. Milestone Wars. Bros. It says, will Alex do a nasty shower? I don't even want to know what you mean by that. Henry DS, what's up? Enverco. James W, welcome. Cyborg Eats Food. Kochira, welcome. Harpreet Gill, welcome. Robavo Tech, welcome. Now, if anybody wants to relay, somebody reliable, by the way, somebody reliable wants to relay some of the names of people on TikTok, I will shout you out as well. But don't give me any, don't troll me. I need real names. I'll only accept them from Mari or Dan V. Do not troll me. David Cox, welcome. Yank 75. 172 Pixel Andy, 186 Blue Scuti. Sunny D says we got a message from a Ligma. Well, welcome, Ligma. K9 Watching Tetris has gifted 16 more gift subs to the Classic Tetris Monthly community here on Twitch. 237 Blue Scuti, 198 Pixel Andy. Oh, Robo Botech. Is that what it is? French Fries says, I have a great name. Monteverdo Barnsley. Canard Lacquay. Greetings from France. Thank you so much, K9 Watching Tetris, for the gift subs. Appreciate it. Sodium Overdose said, Chris P. Bacon donated a galaxy on TikTok. Oh, thanks, Chris P. Bacon. See, I'm getting trolled. I'll trust Chiller as well. Shout out Beatles track 1. Okay, that's Mira Riker, I think. 313 Pixel Andy, 348 for Blue Scuti. I don't know. This is very exciting every single time I come to stream here. I enjoy interacting with the community, right? You're not going to see that in a baseball game or football game, but I just, you know, sometimes I'm so busy. This is all the interaction I get for a couple of days with Tetris community. It's so important to me. So great adjustment there, Pixel Andy. So I love saying hello to people in chat and seeing who's there and seeing the familiar names means a lot. So thanks all for showing up and for chatting. So we are super close, neck and neck. Blue Scuti, 383, 384, Pixel Andy. If you are watching on any of our streaming platforms, if you want to get more involved with classic Tetris community and classic Tetris Monthly in particular, go to ctm.gg/discord. And when CTM was in its infancy, I did not know that it meant something very bad in Spanish. But this is what we have now. So that's all I can do, is just kind of go with it. We're actually, do you know this? We're not actually allowed even to put CTM in the stream title on Twitch because it violates TOS. Matthew 99 has resub tier 1 for a month, 18 months. Thank you so much. Oh, Rhubarb said I've been allowed to as of late. Oh, interesting. Well, I'll have to try it. But I think just as a partner, I haven't been able to do it. Mira Riker says, is that why I can never put CTM on my titles? All right. Titles? I read that as something else. Yes. 529 Pixel Andy, 526 Blue Scuti, still super close, just a couple thousand points, 12 lines away from the level 19 transition. The game is NES Tetris, Nintendo Entertainment System Tetris, the one released in 1989 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. To me, the best version. Pixel Andy is into 19 at 578. The speed is increased here on level 19, as it always does. 130 lines in from a level 18 start. We got 100 lines of this speed. And then it will transition one more time, where the speed will double. And then that'll be 100 lines. And then at level 39, it will double again. And that speed is virtually unplayable for now. 634 Andy, 632 Blue Scuti. Oh, by half, right? Sorry, yeah. Okay. What am I doing? Wait, what? I'm confused. Mira Riker says, "Can I find the Tumblr live broadcast? Where can I find that?" Now we got to get on like all the fringe stuff, you know, where you got to download the Tor browser, or you got to get on Rumble and Parler and Truth Social. Yeah. I guess we could stream on Twitter, right? Or X or whatever it's called. 727 for her Pixel Andy. We could stream to my LinkedIn. What about that? Just stream everywhere. Kick? But somebody stole our name on Kick. I actually went over there last night because I heard that they were streaming over there on Classic Tetris for the Tetris Friendlies thing. So I was like, oh, I wonder if I can sign up for it. I tried to go sign up for it, and somebody already took our name. So if you're parking on monthly Tetris on Kick, you know, maybe you could be a bro and not do that. And maybe give me the login. That would be helpful. 826 Pixel Andy, 863 Blue Scuti, level 25. Pixel Andy is one win away from the finals. Blue Scuti needs to win this one to stay in the tournament. We are in the semi-finals. We have another match coming up between Alex T and Fractal. And these are our first two live championship winners. Fractal in 2022, Alex T in 2023, the reigning Mega Masters champion. And of course, Fractal is your reigning world champion in CTWC, which calls itself the Classic Tetris World Championship. $9.98 Pixel Andy, $9.91 Blue Scuti. So very close still here going into 29. And it is fast, and Scuti's board all kinds of messed up here, but still accessible. Gets a long bar into the middle. That's going to help a lot. Needs to uncover this. Okay, a couple of really good pieces. Long bar here would help a lot. Able to chop this down. Long bar right. Scuti's actually in the lead. Scuti gets a great bar here. Looks like Scuti's going to be able to survive this, and fairly usable pieces. Actually set up for a Tetris. Let's see what happens. He's going to bring it down. Andy is back by about 35,000 points. Scuti is drilled back down to the bottom of the board, and he is ready to go. Andy kind of selling out his stack here. He's going to top out at A39. Kind of went all in on that Tetris, expecting to get the bar. Didn't get the bar. Gambled to get it. Didn't get it. And he's going to top out, and Blue Scuti has tied the match. And we're going to go ahead and do a decider. All right, both players are ready. I am ready. All of you, the fans, are ready. Let's go ahead and get this counted down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, very interesting setup here for Pixel Andy to kick us off. Each player with a Tetris. Andy with some early work to do to just get this board back in order. A couple of annoying gaps there in row 4. See what Andy's going to do here. Is he going to turn this into a dirty Tetris? And it appears that he is going to do that. He's uncovered that well, and he's waiting for the perfect well transfer, whatever you want to call that, and it's not coming, so he's gonna have to take a couple of skims here. Scuti with another Tetris and another 119,000. There's the dirty Tetris for Blue Scuti, and Andy now gets that Tetris and has a good board. We've had another contribution to our prize pool. That is $10.63 from Mari. Thank you so much, Mari. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, but I appreciate it. Oh, another $10 from Venus. Thank you, Venus. Really? Venus Gumpic. Whatever that is. That sounds like a personal problem. And Scuti setting up these kind of just a series of overhangs and spins and tucks and da-da-da-da. But that is Scuti's want. 178 Scuti, 171 Pixel Andy. All right, well, how much are they making fun of me on TikTok? That's what I want to know. Like, who is this old man? Why are you on TikTok? 191 Blue Scuti, 194 Pixel Andy. Stanislav says, Vandy's FOMO showing. Yeah, indeed it is. Mari says there's nothing happening, Vandy. Yeah. Oh, that's too bad. We're at 235432. So palindromic, not palindromic. Unless you consider 54 to be one thing. But it's not. It was palindromic, is no longer. 312 Pixel Andy, 288 Blue Scuti. Tetris Pixel Andy, 335 Blue Scuti at 311. Eli Flores has contributed $10 to the prize pool. We are now at 236432. So thank you, Eli. Says go Pixel Andy. Oh, and Mari's contribution said hi Vandy. Try to read the message. All right, Andy with the adjustment there to make room for that piece to get Tetris ready, and does get the Tetris 385 Andy. Scuti working on a center well or middle well, whatever, one row off the bottom. An offset well. I think I like offset well better just because it's not on the left or the right, but I never remember to say that. Tetris Andy 432, 432, 432. There we go. Sorry, my microphone was kind of messed up there. And I was like, why isn't it bumping when I say 432? But it finally did. So I don't know. Something happened. Might have dropped some frames. My apologies. Ping minus $20 contribution to the prize pool to get us to $2,384.32. It's a great end of the year prize pool. So thanks for coming through, fans. Tetris Scuti 508. Andy sitting at 506. Tetris Scuti 533, 529 for Pixel Andy. We're just a couple lines away from the level 19 transition where the speed will increase by 50%. So if you were going 50 miles an hour, you're now going 75 miles an hour. All right, there is a Tetris for Andy with the long bar 625. Scuti gonna skim the cover on the well, get a Tetris 572. Couple more Tetrises for each of these players. There's another one, Andy 659. Tetrises on level 19 are worth 24,000 points, an increase by 1,200 points for every subsequent level, or each subsequent level. It'd be weird if it was every one. There you go, 693 Pixel Andy 707 for Blue Scuti. $748 Andy 735 for Scuti. Scuti with a great debut in the Classic Tetris so-called World Championship this year. Andy with that long bar to the left side. He's just going to have to bring that right side down, be able to access that left side again. Where he had hung that bar, it was pretty inaccessible. Andy going to set up that S spin and get the spin and get Tetris ready on the right side. Bang Tetris, Andy 827, but Blue Scuti at 893. Oh, that's true. You can practice your hyper tapping on TikTok because you can send like infinite likes. So if you want to send like 20 hertz likes on TikTok, you can give that a shot. All right, Andy's got a well open, trying to get that bar There's the bar, gets the Tetris 963. See what Scuti's going to do here. We're pretty darn close to the level 29 transition, so you don't want to mess up your board too much before level 29, especially here in a deciding game 5. So it looks like Scuti, all right, yeah, he's going to take a conservative burn there and just try to take a good board. He's got the max out here on 28, and he's got it as well. And game a little stingy with these bars, but Scuti able to bring this stack down to a safe place. And the middle of the stack getting very dangerous for Scuti. Okay, he's going to open up that left side. He gets the bar over. 826 for Scuti. Okay, he gets a piece. Makes that, opens up that right side. Still some work to do. Andy is in trouble as well at A90. It's going to come down to these last couple of moments. I think one of these players, and Andy's going to top out at A95. So Scuti has a chase down opportunity, needs to get to A96. That is the target. He is in a chase down. A96 would be safe. He's open on the right side. And a Tetris here would win. He gets a Tetris, and there it is. Blue Scuti is going to the finals. He was down 2-1 against Pixel Andy. And he's going to top out here on level 30, and Scuti is in the finals.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.